Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our daily Walking Dead Q&A video for today, leading up to the second last episode of The Walking Dead Season 7. That's episode 15, Something They Need. First question for this one is, how do we think Daryl will react if Dwight decides to turn on Negan and join the survivors? And spoiler warning, of course, if you're not cut up for Walking Dead, that's at the end of episode 14. Awesome episode. So, I want to thank you guys for all the comments lately. It looks like Walking Dead has been given a bit of a jolt in terms of fandom. A lot of people really excited for the finale, as I am. And, they usually don't disappoint most of the time. I mean, there's a few occasions where people disappoint, like Season 6 finale. But for the most part, most of the finales in Walking Dead are really good. And, I'm really feeling good about this season again, which is awesome. So, first question for this one is, what will Daryl do if Dwight decides to join the survivors? Or what would that look like? So let's say it is Dwight that Rosita sees, as it looks like from the poll right now. About, I think it's over 70% of you guys agree that it's Dwight. There's a good portion who think it's Morales. So there is that. But yeah, it's probably Dwight that Rosita sees. And as such, maybe he, of course, won't take her in, and she won't be captured by the Saviors. But with him joining with her, if they kind of work it out, this is what I'm predicting anyway, envisioning that they kind of figure it out, and he tells her that he's gonna, he's gonna go against Negan and gonna go against the Saviors, and goes back with her to the hilltop or something, or to Alexandria, or to meet the others wherever they're going to be. How would Daryl respond to Dwight joining the survivors? Now, we're not 100% sure if Daryl knows who it was who freed him. Of course, we know that it's Sherry. We know from watching the show that Sherry was the one who freed him, but he doesn't know that. So it's possible for him that he could think it could have been Dwight, but probably not, because Dwight was not very nice to him. Dwight was always kind of abusive to him, and I don't know. I mean, he shot him once, and when the whole day will come and you won't be thing, he's grabbing him and like yanking him out like a dog or something. So he hasn't been too nice to Daryl. So I would love to see if Dwight is going to join the survivors. I think Daryl has to kick his ass at least once, and he's got to take it like a man, take it like a champ. I think if Daryl sees, the first time Daryl sees him with Rosita or whoever, regardless, he's got to tackle him down. He's got to do the ground and pound thing that we saw from that trail. That ended up being Richard, so it wasn't that epic. But it would be a lot more epic, I think, if we see Daryl just beat the snot out of Dwight once. And then after that, it's fine. If Dwight wants to join or whatever, Daryl doesn't kill him. But he's got to knock out at least maybe two. Yeah, let's go with two. At least two of his teeth or something like that. Grab the shit out of him, beat the crap out of him, get even with him, and then after it'd be okay. So, but that said, I think when Daryl was in captivity there, he doesn't seem to harbor that much resentment towards Dwight. He says, I get why you did it, but he can't. So, yeah, I think Daryl understands Dwight, and Dwight is kind of maybe you could view it as the evil version of Daryl, if Daryl did take the deal, so to speak, and be Stone Cold Negan as Eugene is. So, but write your comments below. What do you guys think? How do you think this is going to go if Dwight does join the survivors by the end of the season, or next season, early on, season 8? How do you think Daryl's going to react, and is he still going to want to beat his ass given the opportunity? I think he will. I think he should. Andy G says, do you think that we may see all-out war story arc begin in the last hour in the Walking Dead Season 7 finale and continue it in the Season 8 premiere, which is episode 100? So we know episode 100 is going to be huge. They're already starting to promote it. They're already starting to talk about it. They know it's episode 100. It's not just us uber zombie geeks that know about that. So it sounds to me I'm thinking they'll probably start it, close to the finale. Okay, we got 2 episodes left. We're getting close to it now. We're starting to see some of the events come into play here just before it. So by the end of the season, I think that the war will be at least known by both parties, and we'll start to see them, maybe if they don't declare war to each other, they at least declare war to their troops, so their troops know that they're going to war. Is kind of the vision I've had since the beginning of the season of where what we would kind of see, and the Negan speech and all that. Maybe Rick give a speech on the war, and maybe one small battle in this finale, and I'll be happy. If I get to see one small battle, I'll be happy, and it sounds like we will, because Andrew Lincoln did an interview where he said that there's one, he calls it a beat. There's one beat in the finale that had him, smiling and jumping around and dancing and stuff and punching the air and stuff. So you guys know how Andrew Lincoln does that. Sometimes it crosses over into the Rick character too, right? Sometimes he's got the super badass walk, and then sometimes, like when he was talking to Tara a couple episodes ago, he kind of walks over. He's got kind of the drama walk, and I was like, that's a little bit different. So it depends. It depends on the season. Season 5 Rick has gotten. There's no girly walk to season 5 Rick, but sometimes maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's whoever decides to put the clip in or not. The one where Tara's outside and he comes to talk to her and she wants to come and see him. You remember that one? He's kind of anyway. IRE Jackal says, do you think we will ever see the Polaroid of Glen or Abraham in the show again? Maybe in the sanctuary somewhere. So we did see it earlier on this season. They kind of showed it already once. You had the thing with Daryl, and they kind of used that to kind of add insult to injury and that. So I don't think we need to see it again. But personally, I'd like to see a ghost sequence, or I'd like to see something of the sort. Now, is it possible they could use a Polaroid against Sasha, try to break her down, try to get her to talk? Maybe show a picture of Abraham to her or something. I don't know. That's possible, but we'll have to see how it all shakes down. We could see it, but they've already used it once already. So maybe you're right, RE Jackal. Maybe we'll see it in this episode 15, but they've already used the Polaroids already, so I don't know if they really need to do it again, but we'll see. Jesse Johnson says, I've got proof it's Dwight and not Daryl. Look at the crossbow. It's completely different. Focus on the foot stirrups and the limbs. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. The crossbow to me looks more like the Daryl's old clear crossbow. So the green and white tip, the one I've got for the figure back here, it looks like that one that you can see on. And also people said the musculature doesn't look like Daryl because Daryl is thicker than Dwight. So yeah, I'm just thinking, like I said, I'm still thinking it's Dwight. Trevschanrules says, Trev, the opening intro for episode 14 of The Walking Dead Season 7 was my favorite intro this season so far. I love opening montages. What do you think of the opening first 5 minutes of the episode? I liked it. I do like to see montages a lot too. One of my favorite montages, which is kind of iconic to me, from season 4. See, so even though season 4, kind of like season 7 too, a lot of people were complaining during season 4, especially during the second half, because it was a bit slow with them walking around a lot, that kind of deal. But it still had some really iconic moments in it, like Too Far Gone, for example. The stuff with the governor, I loved. I love the montage with the governor where, you see Woodbury burning, and you get caught up with him and what he's been up to. So you go from basically season 3 finale where he becomes like the ultimate team killer and wipes out his whole team, to where has he been all this time, and then we finally see him and we get to see that montage. And man, I mean, that montage, aside from the Too Far Gone attack, was probably one of the best things we've seen with the governor. I really like that a lot. And yeah, this one was pretty good too, and I like it when they use montages, except for the Easy Street one is like, I don't know, it's okay, I guess, but it's supposed to kind of be annoying, right? That's the whole idea. So, but most of the montages are really good, yeah, for sure. Andy G says, you can do a live viewing reaction for the season 7 finale. Maybe we could do that. If you guys want to see that, you can write your comments below. And if you want to do a live reaction, got to set my TV up and everything and get it all sorted. But I think I got a couple days off around the finale. I booked it off work, so that's good. So maybe I can set up the TV and maybe we can do a live viewing reaction. So that'll be cool to get that all in order. But yeah, I mean, that'd be good. And a lot of people seem to like those, and what I do is the usual, do the reaction, but then I also do like a review, where the reaction is just kind of like funny, like whatever, you just give your immediate reaction, but then a review, we get into all the details, we go through all the scenes, everything like that. So yeah, we could do that maybe. Rena Mayer says, do you think that maybe if Aaron's boyfriend, can't even remember his name, it's Eric, dies, that he and Jesus could get together? Can't wait to hear your thoughts on that. So there was the mention this week that Jesus is actually gay, and it was nice to get that confirmation. I mean, we kind of saw it coming, I think, with the hair and everything, because he's got super pretty hair, right? Not that all homosexuals have super pretty hair, but a lot of them do. I'm just kidding, guys. But it's good that we finally got that to reveal and everything. And so you want want to see a relationship between Aaron and Jesus, maybe. I mean, I could see that happening, but anytime soon. There's a quick mention of it here, but that's about it. And of course, All Out War is coming up, so maybe in a few seasons, but I don't think it'll be a couple years until we see a relationship for Jesus. And I don't think it has to be Aaron or Eric. I mean, it could be somebody else. There's lots of characters now, right? So there's no shortage of characters right now in the show. Luke says, a while back, Andrew Lincoln said that he read the script for the finale and punched in the air with excitement at the ending. My question is, do you think we'll see some sort of minor victory in the finale, such as killing Simon and his group, or something along those lines? So great question from Luke. That's kind of what we talked about just a minute ago there. This is where I got the idea from, that he had mentioned that article, because I kind of forgot about it. I did a video on it a while ago. If you guys want to see it, it's in the channel. You can check it out. It's got a picture of Andrew Lincoln smiling, and Egan's kind of like frowning, sort of. So it's in the channel if you want to see it. Yeah, I think we should see some kind of minor victory, and maybe the Saviors have to retreat, or possibly, you could see killing Simon. Yeah, like I said in my Death Predictions video, I predicted that Simon is going to be killed off, pretty soon, maybe season 8 or maybe by the finale, but we'll have to see how it all goes down. Chris Shelton says, Q&A, Trev, with all the toning down the violence, etc., do you think if captured, Sasha will be involved and possibly... And this is a little spoilers for the comics, because we don't know if they're going to do this, but in the comic book version, Holly gets captured instead, who doesn't really exist in the TV series to the same degree, and there's an attempted rape on Holly from one of the Saviors. So his question here is, do you think we could see that scene from the comics with Sasha in the TV series version? We probably will see something like that. Maybe that's why Negan is so pissed off in the trailer, which you can see is kind of like looking like he doesn't look too happy. But we'll have to see. The guy behind him to me doesn't look like somebody who would try that. Also, he's kind of a red shirt. We've never really seen him before, so it might be somebody else like David or somebody would be a good character for that. A lot of them are weird around Enid, that's for sure. So that's it's just weird and creepy. But we could see something like that with Sasha in the TV series, and. Negan does not support rape, so he might be team killing some guys, pulling the governor, and gotten a few guys. We'll see. That could be a great scene for episode 15 or 16, man. I hope they do that. If they don't, it's going to be like, I want to see that. So we'll see. Jake's World says, what's your top 10 best seasonal characters? So seasonal characters are characters that were just introduced and then were killed off or left in the same season, like Benjamin, Noah, Jim, Richard, and the Claimers. So this one's kind of a more in-depth question. You want to do like a top 10? Well, I probably wouldn't do a whole video for it, but I'll include it in the Q&A and give you some of the ones I liked. I liked Milton quite a bit. I thought he was funny. Does anyone remember who Milton is? Most of you guys probably do, but a lot of people, they probably wouldn't. But season 3, there's Milton. And he's fun, and he's a good guy and stuff, and he sticks up for Andrew, and he does the right thing, and he gets smoked as a result by the governor. So I like that. I thought that was really good, and the death was good too. But he was a cool season character. I don't know if you want to consider Shane to be one because he's like 2 seasons, but great time there. Merle's well too. Again, same type of situation, not just 1 season. But let's see who else we got. Noah, you mentioned. Yeah, Noah was a pretty cool character. I did like Noah quite a bit. You got characters like Axel. Axel was fun. He was season 3 as well. Oscar was in there. Let's see who else we got as a season character. There's Carter, who's just in like 1 episode. There's darn, I gotta think. Some of like the Alexandrians and stuff were probably there for less than a season. But Ben was a nice character too, and I did like Noah, and the Claimers were cool villains. Joe and that. So there's some different ones throughout. And last one will be from The Walking Dad. It was a comment more than anything. He just said, I can't believe there's only 2 episodes left of the season. And that's true. And this year, I'm a little bit bummed this year because they're not showing us Fear until like June, it sounds like, from what I've seen in the commercials. So I'm a little bit disappointed by that because also Game of Thrones is not on until the summer. So after this ends in 2 weeks, I'll probably be watching Better Call Saul and Gotham and that kind of stuff, and I'll do some reviews for those, of course. But we're going to be without a zombie show until the summertime, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping they could get Fear done sooner, but I guess they weren't able to. So we'll have to wait till June for Fear, and then of course we'll do the reviews for Fear and reviews for Game of Thrones and all that as usual. It should be fun. But this season went by really quick, and for me at least, it did. I've been busy all year with the reviews and and everything. And I've still enjoyed it, even though I recognize it's not the best season ever. I still have enjoyed it quite a bit. So that'll be it for today's Q&A, guys. If you liked it, please thumb it up below. Send me some more questions because we've still got a few days left, and I don't have that many questions. So send me a bunch, guys. Good chance of getting them through into a video right now. And if you like the video, like I said, thumb it up. Subscribe and click the bell to turn on the notifications. That's it for this one today. See you guys again tomorrow. It's Trev saying peace. See you guys.